Hello, beautiful souls. I'm sorry today the setup is all weird, and have, I'm just trying to find a better angle. Uh, Hi, Ravisha. Hi, Meghna. Welcome. Long time. Please forgive this whole clutter. I'm going to talk about a little and vent and rant a little about what's been going on with my house renovation, and as you can see the clutter. Oh god. uh, how are you all doing? Is this an okay angle? I don't know what to do. There's very little space and everything is cluttered. I have my tarot trolley right here because this space is occupied. Oh my god. Oh, what's up, all of yous, my beautifuls? Is this an okay angle, and can you hear me loud and clear? Good to know, Ravisha. I do plan to answer some of your questions and stuff as we go along. I missed you all so much, and it's been dragging on and on. Can I start with a venting? No, no. Thank you. I feel much better, and I've been treating myself with homeopathy. So, with each changing symptom, you have to change your medication. And I didn't have a certain medicine, I had to wait for it. Now that I've got it, I'm feeling much better, but I might still be a little phlegmy. I apologize in advance if I cough or something. Okay, great. I do have a few points, quite a few, in fact. Um, so, since you are my oldest subscribers, I'm so glad you're here because there's some changes I have been talking about for quite some time that I want to bring about on this channel. And today I want to elaborate a little, get your feedback a little, and a lot of things are connected, and you'll see as we progress. And yes, I will uh, do reading in the later half, and then we'll timestamp it for those who will be viewing it at a later time. So let's start formally. Hi, welcome to the Red Cord Tarot. I'm Nikita. I've changed the name of my channel to Nikita, but uh, whenever we are doing tarot readings or metaphysical talks, sorry, it is still the Red Cord Tarot. Is just I am trying to expand on what all we are going to cover on this channel. And so let's get started with some of the ideas I have in mind, which I have also already started working on. One is, of course, book recommendations. And that will not just cover self-help or self-improvement. I do want to talk about certain books that are fiction or something, but I have found very inspiring, or authors. The book club is a part of the playlist. I will today be reorganizing the playlist so you guys find it easier to navigate on the first page, home page, that when you come across. The second thing I would like to bring on this channel is self-care with regards to skin products or something, that um, I have I am not yet affiliated or have sponsorships. And if ever I do, I will definitely be announcing it. This is a full transparency kind of a channel. But I would like to help with that. We do live in a slightly superficial and maybe shallow world, but it's not about that. It's about self-care and things that I have found useful along the years. And because a lot of people do compliment me on my skin care and whatever, and I don't have a very set routine. I don't do extra much, you know. Once in a while I apply certain creams, but I would like to share those kind of self-care tips or stuff. um, since I have been doing a lot of renovation in my kitchen, I wanted to have small videos on what are they called, hacks, or ideas and hacks, simple hacks to make your kitchen or what your home a little modernistic and um, functional, without having to spend too much money or whatever. So if you like those ideas, I would really like to know what do you think about it, and especially in the comment section. For those of you joining the stream now, I would like to request you, or if you're watching a replay later, please remember to just give me a thumbs up right now, and hit the subscribe button, bring some color to your own screen, the red color, turn it to gray, and the white thumbs up, turn it to blue. Let's play and bring some color and joy. It motivates me, it helps me to keep bringing you more content. Alongside, there is a part that I want to introduce soon, and maybe do it uh, at least once a week or once fortnightly, depending on the kind of interaction I get. Is Hi Bestie. Hi Bestie is the top thing that you'll address me as and send me your questions with regards to any personal queries, like like an agony aunt, or where you can ask me any situation you are dealing with in life, or you want me to speak about it, not necessarily as a tarot reader, although I might use tarot cards if it's a difficult situation, or I might just give you an elder sister or a best friend kind of advice, or just speak about it, share your grief, be with you, be a friend to you. So that's one segment I want to start with, um, because so many of you anyway write into me, and I feel others can also benefit. And I will not take your name or announce your name in those queries. So you can leave them, if you're okay with your name being there, in the comment section. Those of you who are with me on Telegram, you can send me those questions on Telegram as an individual or on our group. It's up to you. I'm on Instagram, blythe.spirit. I'm on Twitter, angel_Nick. So you can DM me in those places. Facebook Messenger, I do not have access to. I do not want it. I have had some very unpleasant experiences many years ago, so I'm keeping it off, and I've not downloaded it. I do not check my Facebook Messenger. So if anyone texts me there, I'm not there. Okay. So it's basically, I'm trying to make this channel into a overall wholesome good living channel. And I'll tell you why. I felt very narrowed down and very limited as a tarot reader or a metaphysical coach, and I wanted to share more about my journey, my life, my experiences. I want you all to spirit.blythe. Yes, did I say Blythe Spirit, or did I get confused myself? I'm so sorry if I said it incorrectly. Thank you so much for sharing it, Ravisha. I'll try and pin it, or in the description box, I'll leave all my links, handles. So I do want you all to get to know me better. There was a few months ago, I was talking to a friend in CCD, and she was the one who brought it to my attention that um, I have never really spoken much about my life and why I can relate with so many of you. For example, in a country like India, to be a divorcee, which I was, I'm now remarried, be a single mom, be in a live in relationship, uh, you know, how finding this kind of partner that I wanted. has been quite a journey. So I can relate with people who are in a difficult marriage, who are contemplating divorce, who are single, who want to know what it would be like to lead a life as a single mom, finding love. I've been in different types of romantic relationships, you know, be it metaphysically, if you look at it. I've been with a karmic, I've been with a soulmate, I have definitely met and been with my twin flame. Uh, I have a conscious life partner. I have no idea what is going on. Am I still on? Am I still online? Am I streaming? Hey girls, am I still online? Ravisha, am I online? Yes, thank you. So, there are a myriad of experiences I can bring to you as a woman of today who has surmounted many hurdles in her life, who has dealt with things like loneliness, isolation, abandonment, rejection, name it. And as a healer, you are made to go through life experiences which are far more intense, far more scary, far more packed with obstacles, so that you overcome them and you can inspire people, share the tools that helped you so they can come up with their own tools to motivate them. You go through the grind as a healer and a life coach. And so I want you guys to get to know me better, much better, and not be just a head on your screen or a voice reading some tarot cards, and to know my journey with the tarot as well, and metaphysics and my childhood. So please feel free to ask me those questions and we'll do a fun session. And I am, please know, I am quite an introvert, and unless I'm asked a question, I find it very hard to speak about myself on my own. And I do keep my pain, my struggles to myself, as we have been brainwashed into doing by our society. But I feel if I speak up, it might help someone else realize that they can start over, or they do, stuff. So that was one of the main things I did want to address for quite some time. Get to know me, Nikita, better, because that will help you trust me more, and rely on why I might be giving uh, a certain advice, or sharing a spiritual tool with all of you. Thank you so much. Hey Neha, hi, welcome. So today we will also be talking a lot about why it has become so difficult to find love and a certain kind of relationship in today's world. We will be addressing that today. Um, one thing I do want to ask all of yours help and suggestions and ideas is, okay, so this year I will be, shh, don't tell anyone, but I will be in the exact mid 40s. Okay, so I don't feel that way. I always feel 21 in my heart, and I live my life with the same kind of verve and energy and everything. But now that I'm reaching a certain number, I really want to focus on earning money via my content. And so I need certain kind of content which is watched over and over again. For example, the spiritual toolkit, I might re-record and put that. And if you have more ideas about videos that will get more views, uh thank you. Oh, Meghna, my love, thank you for trusting me. Yeah, and we should celebrate it. And for example, my hair, I have always had beautiful long thick hair, and because of multiple reasons, one being ascension, when you especially go through very severe dark night of the soul. Second is uh, the stress, the very very stressful things I went through in my life. I have, I don't know, a lot of white hair, and I started coloring my hair when I was in my early 20s. Like literally, I had turned 2021 when because I have talked about it before, I always felt black or the dark brown that I have is not my actual color. Maybe it's a hangover from some past life, but I've always felt I'm supposed to be a redhead, not a brunette, not brown, not blonde, but a specific burgundy orangish kind of red is how I've always seen myself. And my soulmate also had that whole deja vu when one time I had completely bleached my hair and it had orange flame like from the back. It looked like fire, flames. That's how my wonderful hairstylist had done it for me and given me a haircut too, because I had colored my hair in so many shades and whatever. So uh he recognized me in that moment, though we were already dating and stuff, but that whole deja vu hit him. And so that color is something I relate with, and I don't like coloring my hair more than once a month. And so there will be days when you're going to see weird things happening when my roots have grown out, and half is white, half is red, half is black, half is whatever. So I do not want to feel judged or criticized. As you can see, I do not focus too much on, oh, my eyebrows or my waxing or my nails. I try to have beautiful nails when I'm doing tarot readings, but right now, because I've been unwell and everything, I've not had the chance to, and I don't want to be apologetic for putting my authentic, natural face self when I'm dealing with my perimenopause, my hormonal disbalances. I want to be feeling as safe as I want you guys to feel safe with me. You understand? Of course, you three of you, uh, m- more of you, are so wonderful. You have been my support when I was about to give up on this channel, and I was so disheartened and everything. You don't judge me, but I want to inspire women like you yourself to be yourself, and proudly so. you know we will take care of our weight for our health sake, not to impress a guy, not to be called pretty or beautiful. We are going to celebrate who we are. Oh, that's beautiful, Meghna. Yes, we should. But the problem is, Meghna, since I was a child, I always felt my authentic self is supposed to have reddish hair. And you shouldn't give in to pressure. There's so many women who are now wearing white and graying, or the what I call wisdom highlights proudly. For with me, it looks awkward if I don't color my hair now, because of me coloring it for so many years. And in the sunlight, my hair, when it becomes that color, I feel so happy. It's like, oh, I'm finally myself. I don't know if you guys are understanding that. You have to celebrate yourself. That is something I did mention in our Telegram group, that today we'll speak about. So instead of me giving headlines, let's start talking. Okay, so I need your help and suggestion with ideas for content which will get me more subscribers, and hence I'll get monetized, and so I can start making income. Because I'm sorry, but there is no energy exchange, There is no monthly plan. I don't do that. I rely on you guys. If you feel a certain way towards me, to give me, you can call it good karma, you can call it energy exchange, you can call it donation, you can call it gratitude, and energy, whatever, uh, 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 guidance fees, anything that you wish. And I do not like to emotionally blackmail or something and say, oh, do this, and no, no, no. That should be on my viewers, my clients, you, I don't know the word, my tribe. It should be on every individual. But I don't have a thanks button, I don't have super chat, I do not have monetization, so I cannot get on the affiliate plan as of now. So I really need recipes with a voiceover on this channel, or should I make that an entirely different channel? Because people will be like, tarot, metaphysics, food, um and then with food, people expect very high quality video, and I don't want to buy. I looked up a Canon camera that most cooking channels use, and it's above 50 grands, and I don't want to invest that much. I've already invested a lot in this channel with all my decks and cameras and mic and laptop and everything, and the rituals that I have to do before getting online. So I don't want to invest in a very expensive camera. Okay, I will try that for sure. What do you think about me sharing some of my renovation videos, very short ones, very badly edited by me, because I don't yet have, I don't know which editing software is easiest to use, so I'm using one on my phone, and sometimes it does things and I don't know how to undo them. Like I wanted to edit out where instead of the index of the book review I was doing, the book flip through, I wanted to cut and paste over there the actual page, and I just couldn't figure out how to do it. Make vlogs. Yeah, it will be part of my vlogs, right? The um, home renovation or the kitchen renovation and some of the things that is happening. I did make show how to make spell bottles, and I can make more of those, but I shy away from that is because I try to prevent people getting superstitious or getting hung up on rituals. And then people also like to take liberties. Okay, for example, you Meghna and you Ravisha, you want to replace things as per convenience, whereas it's very deep. Why certain flowers, why certain oils, why certain colors have to be used, and each have a very specific meaning, you know so um like when you're trying to energize something. Okay, I know the two of you love lavender a lot. Lavender is a soothing, resting, for sleep inducing, so it is a relaxant or a repression kind of, not that's not the correct word, but I hope you're trying to you understanding what I'm saying. When you're trying to energize, you need things like coffee. It's a Everything has meanings. And I am like, oh god, I don't want them to become, oh, you have to stick to a ritual. But if you are going to do it, there's even a science or a logic behind it. Okay, continuing with Neha's idea, storytelling. I love storytelling. Okay, candle making. I That's just one video that I'll do with that, definitely. And soon, I was just telling Meghna yesterday, for some of you, I intend to, if you guys are willing to pay for it and stuff, set intentions and make specific candles for you guys. And so the shipping and everything you will have to take care of, because I am not a large setup. I don't have an editor. I don't have someone who will parcel it for me. And So stuff like that. Talk about crystals. There is a wonderful channel, and I want to again, please help me get to my community board so I can start sharing. I want to share a particular person for two different things. One is for chakras, one is for crystals. They know so much and they've covered like literally everything on planet Earth that I feel, why should I redo something when somebody has done it so painstakingly and made so many videos? I understand what you're saying. Uh, yes, and they are very important uh, to do the correct thing. You know, you can't just throw things into a jar, and it has a lot to do with moon cycles and changing your own mood. Let me talk to Meghna for a second, guys. I want you all to pay attention. um, I was doing a few tarot lessons, if you remember, and we will be continuing slowly, steadily. I hope you all have been, you know, on and off at least doing, pulling out your cards and stuff. I think I have spoken about it before, but I'm going to reiterate it today. When you are overwhelmed emotionally, do not pull out cards for yourself. I'll tell you why. Tarot will always pick up on your subconscious or your overwhelmed emotions, which is why I have to empty myself, not eat, or certain things have to be done by me as a cleansing process, etc. Before doing any readings, and I have to cut out anything to do with me before I do a reading. I don't bring in my energies or try and get answers for my personal life, is because whatever is going on inside of you will get reflected in your card. And it feels very contradictory because that's when you want answers, right? And that's when you won't get answers. It's the law of repulsion, repelling. So whatever your worst fear is, if your worst fear is I'm never going to get a proposal, I will never get married, that's what will come out in your reading. All right, so you have to clear yourself of all your thoughts, all your emotions, to be a good and accurate tarot reader. You know, those who have so many thousands of viewers, they can do so many readings and each day, because it will be relevant for minimum 5 to 10% of their viewers. I have a very small set of you who watch regularly, so I will keep tapping into your energy. For your energy to be tapped in, the more you comment, the more you interact, liking, subscribing will always reflect. So if someone random comes on my channel and says the reading is not resonating, it's because you've never interacted with me and I'm not picking up on your energies at all. It's a give and take. Nothing in universe is for free. If you're taking something from someone, one way or another, you will be paying that person back. Maybe your good luck will be transferred to them. That's why energy exchange is so important. You can't keep taking for free. There are four of you and just two likes. Come on, the other two, please give me a like right now. Okay, so the next question sounds good. I'll buy it. You'll buy it. Okay, great. Awesome. How to style ourselves, that's something like I said with the things about cream and self-care, and you know that I want to talk about that and call it girl talk. I want to talk about certain hygiene things that no Indian mother passes on to their daughters. It's very weird. um, so I want to have girl talk, and I thought maybe we can do that in a private room on Zoom, or something, you know. So this is where I'm trying to, I have so much in my head and I feel so overwhelmed that I end up doing nothing. I'm sorry. Yeah, And what you are thinking too much about and you're trying to force an answer, universe will never give it to you. Never. Divine timing is a real thing, and we all hate that. We all hate the word patience. I know that. And please trust me, I'm a fire sign. We want everything yesterday. So, but it is a real thing. And if you force something to come to you before it's ready, think of it as plucking an unripe mango and then trying to eat it expecting sweet mango, not expecting a sour thing that you add to your chaat or make a pickle or make murabba out of it. But if you're expecting it to taste ripe and sweet and juicy, it won't. And in life, when you force an experience to come to you, it will only backfire, because you're not co-creating. Okay, I did have surrender as part of what we are going to be talking about today. So since it's come up already, surrender is very hard because we have brains, we have logics, we have conditioning, we have ego, we have dreams, goals, we want certain things. And what does surrender mean? Let me tell you a story. So I love storytelling, and since one of you, Ravish, I think, recommended, here we go. Storytelling. You ask, and I shall provide. So once there was a king, and he had a son who was in his 20s or whatever, and um, the king wanted his son to become very wise because he was going to be the heir apparent, and he wanted his huge kingdom to be in the hands of a very wise and fair king who was knowledgeable, etc. So he took his son to this guru, life coach. He took him to a sage who was at one time his own teacher and said, um, please. And unlike today, people were very respectful with gurus earlier, not the awful gurus who are in sex scandal, but like wise soul or shamans or high priestesses. People were very respectful and did not cross question them. I'm joking, all right. So he said to him, please help my son gain wisdom and teach him about detachment. you know I want him to come and live here in your ashram, away from the world and temptations, and to learn detachment. So the sage asked the king that, are you going to tell me how to do my job? And he was like, no. He said, you want me to teach your son about detachment? Then let me teach him the way I want to. So the king was like, all right, here, I leave him in your hands. And he went back to his kingdom. The sage took this prince and came to the, let's call it maybe Bombay, just for sake of understanding what kind of environment. It was a hustling, bustling big city, and he rented a house for this prince over a meat shop, like a butcher's shop, and where all day meats were being cut and sold raw meat, and just across it was a place where you were getting things like kebabs and boti kebab or sheikh kebab or whatever have you. And just above that, right opposite the prince's room on the second floor, he could there was a brothel. So all day and all night he could see women in various stages of undress, and at night see them making out and taking care of customers and dancing and singing. And he left him there saying, I need you to stay in this house and we'll talk in 6 months. So when the king heard of this, he got a little angry and he went running to the sage and asked him, "What are you doing? I asked you to teach my son detachment and you've thrown him in the middle of every temptation. There's woman, there's meat, there is life being taken, there's bloodshed, there is fights and brawls, and the alcoholics come there. There is alcohol shops over there. What are you doing?" Again, the sage looked at him and said, "You want to do it? Or are you going to let me do my job?" So the king again humbled himself and he apologized and he said, uh, "Please forgive me. I don't know what you're doing, but just for my, as a parent, can you explain a little bit if you don't mind? Otherwise, I'll go." So the sage said, "Detachment is not when there is no temptation, when there is nothing triggering you or tempting you or bringing your ego or whatever. Sitting in a top of a mountain where there's nothing is not detachment. That's escapism. That's running away. You have to live in the middle of everything and overcome your desires, your temptations. And that is also what is surrender. To sit with what you want, be it you're horny, so you want a boyfriend, or you want whatever, a sausage, a wiener. You might want to fill your void inside of you by saying, "I want someone to love me, to accept me, to treat me right," all that. Whatever your dreams are, your goals are, be it in your career, we do not have an entitlement that it will be given to us for various myriad reasons. Sometimes it has to do with your karma, past life. It sometimes has to do with learning willpower, learning, or sometimes you're assisting the world to go to the next stage. I will talk about it. Just give me 2 minutes. But when you are hell bent on saying, "I have surrendered, all I want is this," you haven't surrendered. Surrender takes, how should I say this? Do it 24 times in a day, 31 times in a month, depending on how many days in a month, and 365 days in a year. That's how many times minimum you need to surrender, because one part or the other of you will keep raising its head. You will get triggered. Very recently, with all this mother wound needing to be healed, I was triggered. I cried so much, so much. Um, there will always be something that you need to heal. And I am fortunate enough that I have done so much inner work, so much healing work, or so much helping and doing service, that there are times I can request for karmic grace. And I'm given a little break from certain worldly things. Others look at me and get jealous and they're like, "If she can have it, why can't I?" Because you've not walked my path, you've not made the sacrifices I did, you've not passed the tests I have, and it's very easy to want what someone else have without paying the price they have, right? So never be jealous, envious, or compare your life, your tests with someone else. Whenever you're feeling ungrateful to God, it is something I do a lot, because a true crime is a part of my hobby for many reasons. One of them being it helps me develop compassion for a whole bunch of people, understanding their childhood or understanding where they are coming from, why they were led to do certain things, and dealing with shadow aspects of many people. There are many reasons. I watch a lot of true crime and serial killer documentaries and read a lot about their lives. And I have always felt one life is too small to learn everything by making all your mistakes yourself. Lots of love to you too, Neha. Thank you so much. Um, yes, Meghna, we both are fire signs. So you can understand the impatience, and I understand yours. Um, what was I saying? There is so much that goes into making a human being, and all we can do is be compassionate, not just with others, but with ourselves. You want certain things. Okay, now let's talk about one of my favoritist rant. Okay, down with patriarchy. I should have a channel called Down with Patriarchy. You women on my channel, on my Telegram, on my Instagram, all of you, you are beautiful. You are so full of love. You have so much love to give. You're educated, you're talented, right? So one would assume it's just fair that you get a partner who is the same, who sees your value, your worth, and treats you right. Then why are so many of you single? It is so infuriating to me seeing my beautiful people, my tribe, and I'll explain some things, and I'm not making justifications. One of this might resonate with you. What does resonation mean? Let me repeat. It might trigger you. You might be like, fuck off, Nikita. It might make you sad. It might be like, yep, that feels true for me. Any of those, it means it resonates, right? It hits home with you some one way or another, means it's the message for you. Now, we all are victims of patriarchy, including men. Okay, we'll talk a lot about patriarchy in another live, and I'll switch off comments so that I don't get nasty, mean messages. But there's a huge chasm, a huge gap between where men and women across the globe stand today. Are they not good men? Yes, they are. I'm not anti men. I love men. I'm so grateful for the wonderful men in my life. I am about pro choice. I'm pro equality in the truest sense. I don't believe one should be more equal than the other. However, however, even men are victims of patriarchy. For example, in our country, it is still the belief that it's a man's job to provide, and the woman has all the liberty to be a housewife and not contribute, right? And then there are a-holes who insist they get a working wife and ill-treat her and take all her earnings. Why? Because they feel they own their partners. I'm digressing. With you girls, the kind of sensibility you have, the standards you have, the crap you will not put up with. For example, if someone comes to you and treats you like a sex object, hopefully by now you have enough self esteem to kind of flick them off. Let's use this as a finger. Hopefully you'll do that to them. But they haven't kept up with the women's empowerment. The women got educated, we got independent, we got jobs, we started multitasking, taking care of job and house. We made our own friends. We started thinking for ourselves. But men have stayed where they were and are very slowly evolving. They are in a very small percentage, those who understand that we are individuals and not their property. And even when they say things like, I am not that type of a man, I allow my wife to wear jeans. The thing is, you still think it's your right to allow a woman to do something or not. And before we go into such things, let's talk shallow things. In our country, people are still against dark skin. They want fair, tall, slim women who has been convented, because they think a girl who's gone to the convent is going to be obedient and docile. They haven't met actual convent educated girls. For them, it's a status that they have a convented bahu or wife. The biggest sham, the biggest scam that the society has pulled on women, patriarchy has pulled on women, is feed you the dream that you want to grow up to get married. Let me explain why. It's a sham, it's a scam. They have told you the biggest day of your life is going to be your wedding. They want you to voluntarily become a free sex slave, free cook, free baby machine who's going to look after their elderly parents so they don't have to, a free nurse, a free doctor, a free teacher who has no rights, no voice. You are supposed to obey your in-laws, your husband. And they tell you that's the best day of your life, it's the best thing to happen to you. Your main goal in life is to get a husband. You are being lied to, women. And now that a lot of women are beginning to question, men can't sell that BS to us anymore, and they don't want to change. Someone who thinks it's her biggest pleasure to cook for him, wait for him, not go out, not do anything, not have a say, not have an opinion, have unsatisfying sex when he feels like it, who will not romance you, who will not flirt with you, who will tell you now that you're a mother, grow up and stop being childlike. You have been discouraged from having hobbies unless it earns you money. You have been discouraged from going out and doing anything physical. Where are you going to meet people if you're going to be inside all day, every day? The only place you go is your workspace. Where are you going to meet the Prince Charming if you're not going to go to a swimming pool, trekking, hiking, pottery making, something? But those things have been deemed as a waste of time. Things that light up your soul is a waste of time. Not just women, I'm talking to men and women. Men and women have been told you should be married by this age, you should have your children by this age, you should have a home and a car and this much in savings. Who decided that timeline, that timetable? What you need to do, my girls, my besties, my babies, my tribe, you need to focus today, sit with a notebook, write down, what do I need a man for? Okay. For example, if you say, I want to have sex, that does not indicate you need to be married or be in a relationship. Go have a one night stand. A guy who is hitting on you, instead of thinking of Brad Pitt, see what's in front of you, be very fair. Very fair, not because you don't deserve better, because see yourself from the eyes of that patriarchal guy. They have certain expectations. So instead of taking it personally or getting emotional and sentimental, be logical, get your needs fulfilled. If you want to have a child, go for IVF. If you have a job, I told this to an ex of mine and he took it really hard. I said, hey, I have my own surname, I have my own income, I even have my own child, I have my own home. What do you got to offer me? Nothing. Give yourself all those things. So you are not answerable to anyone. You want to live on your own terms and conditions. You need to be paying your own rent, paying your own bills. If you're dependent on your parents, on someone, on your brother, on anyone for anything, They think they have a right and an opinion about you, your body, your life. In America, politicians have, or the Supreme Court has voted against a certain Roe versus whatever, and undone and taken America back to dark ages by saying the state, the politicians have a right to say whether you can or cannot have an abortion. First of all, I very strongly feel politicians or lawmakers are supposed to make law against crimes, not over their civilians, their citizens. Every politician, and especially in our country, seems to think we are their subjects. They are our rulers. They don't see themselves as representatives. They want to rule us. They want us to obey. All this is tied up to patriarchy, mind you. All of it. Which is why we need to have a very long conversation about it. Eyes need to be opened. What any individual eats, wears, does with their body should be no one's right to say legal once they are an adult in no country. It's not about just feminism. I'm not a feminazi. It's about go catch criminals. The police bully us. The governments use the police against civilians. You're supposed to catch criminals. You're one of us. You're supposed to stand with us whenever there's a protest, right? So today you're going to take a piece of paper, your journal, and you're going to ask yourself, why do I need a man? Because you want to feel loved? I have posted on Instagram the various kind of loves. First and foremost, why I insist on self-love is not because it is going to compensate for another person's love, because is there in our society someone who's capable? It's not your failing, my darlings. The men are failing. They do not know how to handle an empowered, educated woman who's self-reliant, who does not need his permission, who does not give up her ownership of her own sovereignty. They don't know what to do, and they don't want to listen to you when you want to tell them, hey, treat me like this. It's not your failing, and that's the mistake you're making. You are constantly asking, what am I lacking? You're lacking nothing. They are. So now that you are understanding you don't lack anything, you need X, Y, and Z thing, go and get it without conditions of a relationship. One of you is going to go out very recently. I'm not going to say who. You also don't say who. Go, have a fling, have a one night stand. Any guy who hits on you, be safe, for sure. Don't go to random places. But go have fun. Fulfill your fantasy. Be brave. Who cares what others think of you? Right? You are asking the wrong question. You're blaming yourself for things that are not true. And I always talk like this. People think I'm fighting when I start talking vehemently, and I always get in trouble for my intonations. This is just me being vehement, okay? I'm not angry at all. But we should be. We should be outraged. Men need to hurry up. And you know who I blame for this? In a joking way, of course. The divine masculines and the twin flame community, because it was their job to wake up so it could percolate into the masses. That's how it always works. The mail, the DMs of the twin flames failed us all. They did, and I have said it there. The twin flame community loves being diplomatic and not wanting to say things and saying, no, you're here to just heal yourself and that just happened, so you learn about self love. No, no, there's multiple things happening right now. Let's talk about how our societal structure was, say, 80 years ago, joint family, and everyone involved with the small village or city or whatever have you. We were involved in each other's lives. We would ask for how are you doing, go to each other's house, we would eat in the neighbor's house, whatever, it was a whole community, and children ran and they played, and they were a whole bunch of people. Oh my god, hang on, some antivirus thing is popping up. Okay, there was uncles, aunts, children, nieces and aunties, everyone was in one house. Even if two people were earning, everyone was well fed. And if the mother was tired, the grandmother, the aunt, there were so many people to take care of the babies and children and babysit them. You had friends and neighbors who you felt were close enough to be your relatives. There is a reason why, ever so slowly, you're seeing the collapse. From joint families, it became three generation family, then it became nuclear, then now there's a rise in single parents or quasi families with divorces, etc., happening. And now, even in marriages, you have no idea the pandemic of sexless marriages and relationships that exist. Americans will be shocked. For them, they do not understand that without sex, also love can exist. They leave that marriage or whatever. There's a reason why people are unable to conceive. There's a reason why men and women are kind of not being able to communicate or come on the same page or get in a proper relationship. We have been brought down, if you see it as a molecular structure, we have been broken down slowly and brought down to the basic unit, one, the main atom or cell, so that we can heal, understand. And women, because we have always been attuned, we our survival dependent on having a girl band to being accepted by the other women, be it in childbirth or be it, we are used to being kind of being in a group. I'm not. I've always been a lone wolf, but most women understand that. So when we have a problem, we are not afraid of reaching out, asking questions, asking for help, asking for guidance, advice, even unwarranted advice. We just listen and then we ignore it, but we are polite enough to listen to people. I'm not. Others, I I hate when I have not asked for advice, and when I was getting divorced and people were saying, and I was like, whatever, you think I'm so dumb, I've not thought of these things, like what's wrong with you? So this breaking down, and you might be the few girls who are caught in the crossfire, or the changing of the guard, the changing of the time, the yuga is changing, the karmic cycles are changing. It would have been very easy 20 years ago for you to find a karmic partner. But marriage is a karmic contract, no matter how many people will eulogize it. It's a man made construct. People got God into it to start being able to figure out who is getting married or not. If you start, go and research. There are 26 types of Hindu marriages. One of them being Gandharva Viva, where you didn't even need a witness. You just accepted each other. In Islam, there are some 23 marriages, types of marriages. One of them was contractual, for when someone came, a traveler, for example, and he said, I want to be married to you for 3 months and I'm going to give you this much money as alimony, meher, whatever. And they were all acceptable. It's when our constitutions were made and they wanted to control the citizens to know who's married to who and what is happening, they restricted it. They said monogamy only. It's very new and God has nothing to do with it. You see these lines over here on this part of your hand? In palmistry, there's no distinction between a marriage line and a deep affair. They are all considered marriage if that's what, if you're talking semantics, you know. Every relationship you are in, a long term one, is marriage because you are entwined, your energies are entwined, your chakras are entwined, you're affecting each other, you're living, you're, you know, interdependent, codependent, whatever. So you girls would have very easily found karmic marriages. But if you finish that karma and God and the universe wants to take you forward, now in the in between, before the men can be ready for a high level conscious partnership, uh, you have to wait. And they are taking down this long time, which makes me very angry. Thank you, Neha. It is pukish. I want to ask parents, why spend so much on one day of your daughter's life instead of using that money that you're feeding relatives who are going to criticize the food and the preparation any which way, on lavish ghagras and halls that you're booking, and you know the various things that money is spent on. Use that money to make your daughter independent, buy her a house so no man can ever tell her you are living in my house. She can tell him you're living in mine. Get her business started so that you don't have to say to you, when we die, who will look after you? She will look after herself and others probably. Yeah, you should, parents should be investing in their education of their sons, of their daughters. What's wrong with two people just committing to each other and starting to live together? You want your parents there, you can exchange rings in front of your parents. Why do you need the society? When I'm talking about that whole patriarchy thing, I'm going to explain why weddings are a public thing. Anywho, enough ranting about that. What I want you girls to do is that homework that I've told you. What do I need? And when, for example, I have said, when you want money, do not tell the universe, I need a job. Say, I want money. Meghna, for you, for example, I'm not calling you out. I want you to just consider, are you hankering for a child just because you want a relationship and you're now transferring that energy and you're going to pile on that on your child? You're just shifting the dynamic, but it's not surrendering. Are you, in the heart of your heart, actually wanting marriage or a relationship and you want a child from that relationship? Get yourself clear, because for manifesting, you have to be that clear down to that point. Why are you asking the universe for something? And if you just want to be a mom, why are you not opening to adoption or IVF? Why does it need to be the sperm of someone you know? Just asking. These are questions, not allegations. Okay? Don't get defensive. Exactly. If you want money, Ravisha, I have told you, do not. It's and um, counterintuitive or counter logic. But when you don't have money, is when you should start spending money. Because if you are operating from fear or lack, it creates a huge blockage. So when you think, oh, should I do it? Trust the universe. will replace that money. And yes, working with affirmations every day should by now be part of, like, if someone wakes me up in my sleep and asks me for affirmations, I can give it to you. No matter how sleepy I'm able to do certain affirmations. You should be doing, I'm a money magnet, money flows to me steadily from multiple sources in ever increasing quantities at all given times, or something akin to that. You should have a proper affirmation set up for yourself and be saying it when you're bored, when you don't know what you're thinking. That's what should be playing on autopilot in your brain. Come on, people. I hear you, Meghna. Like I said, I'm sure you have your reasons. These were not accusations. You don't need to explain to me. I'm just saying, when you talk to the universe, this is what you have to say aloud. Again, you have to say, I want this. I don't care from where you're going to give me the money for it. Be assertive. I have so much love in me. I want to give it to my child. If there is a child who needs my love, be it out of my womb or giving birth from my heart, adoption is giving birth from your heart. I am open and receptive. Now, please make it happen, universe. Yes, my healing is a lifelong chapter. Yes, I will try my best not to pass on my fears or my wounds or my XYZ to my child. I will try my best not to cause dents and damages to my child. I will love and accept my child unconditionally. I will be a friend. I'll be a good example. That's all I'll do. I will not try to change my child. Talk to the universe. Say what kind of a mom you will be, right? And allow the universe to align you. And then take your attention away from affairs and love and this and that. Do not care about it. 2 days back, someone, he's not online right now, um, said to me, my mind keeps going back to the ex, and how should I not? Willpower. How did I do it? Willpower. When I couldn't stop thinking, I would divert my mind, I would use my logic, I would remember the reasons why we broke up. I have slapped myself one time so hard that I started crying for how hard. Usually, when you hit yourself, it doesn't hurt. I slapped myself so hard because I was like, oh, should I call? And I was like, do you not have any self respect? Why would you want someone? Why would you beg someone who has obviously chosen not to be with you? And I was so livid with myself. That's when you're supposed to use your ego to not run after someone who does not want to be with you, whatever their logic and reasoning might be. When they figure out your value and worth, they can come on their fucking knees and apologize. And that's when I use my Leo energy. They want me, they are going to come and earn my love. That's why I use my Leo ego. After slapping myself really hard, I did apologize to myself. I know that, Neha. I do it too when I'm busy. It depends if they have changed. It's so easy to say sorry, but the best apology is changed behavior, taking onus for what they have done, and depends on what was the error. Why did it happen? It's a lot of things. It's on, there's no one answer, Ravisha, whether you should take someone back or not. But what you should do is have a one night stand with someone who hits on you, all of yous. All right, you have a lot of frustration and pent up energy, and I'm not saying be unsafe, and I'm not saying that you cannot pleasure yourself, but if that need is so big, get it out of your system so that you can think clearly again and decide if certain things are worth your salt. Are you willing to do that? You know, that romance may or may not happen. That's why romance novels exist. How do I fulfill those romantic fantasies of mine? Read Mills and Boons, eating chocolate and having a glass of wine. Those 2 to 3 hours, no one is allowed to interrupt. And trust you me, you feel it's a very good strategy. I don't know if this is something that will work for everyone, but no harm trying, right? And if you're going to stay in a hotel where there's a bathtub, oh god, make your bubbles. If you don't have those bubbles, put the shampoo in it and just soak yourself and light candles and get a glass of wine and read a Mills and Boons, depending on what you like. There are some that are more sexual, some are based on themes. There's a Doctor Nurse series, I don't know how Harlequin they're called now, whatever. Just and eat chocolates, or if you don't like chocolates, a chocolates is required because it compensates for the sexual energy. Cacao does that. And have a bag of chips or whatever, and just pamper yourself. Do those things for yourself. Initially you'll cry, maybe, that, oh, but I wanted to go. It's okay. In your head they are way better than they really are, most of them. Trust me, watch a romantic movie and cry over Shah Rukh Khan rather than you'll be sorely disappointed. So, next topic. I've talked about this. Um, Celebrating yourself. All right. So we do our journaling, our inner work journaling. We do our shadow work. We have a gratitude list. We have our intention setting or manifestation thing. One thing, so we are celebrating even the universe. We are saying thank you. When I watch certain documentaries and what have you, and I'm like, oh my god, people go through so much in their childhood. They're abused, they are kept hungry, they are starved. At best, I had certain emotional issues with my parents, and I felt whatever, but I feel very, very grateful that um, you know, there are step parents who are abusing, sexually abusing, selling off little children. There's so much that when you watch, you're like, oh my God, thank God, you have been very nice to me. So we celebrate the universe in our gratitude journal, and hopefully every day or at least once a week. How do we celebrate ourselves? We forget, and we are so self-critical. At least I am. No one can hurt me because no one can be as mean to me as I am to myself. How harsh, how critical, how the smallest error is magnified. Oh god, I have very low standards for others. I'm so forgiving, I am so accepting, but one tiny error from me, I'm like, how could I? Because I'm a human. So we do that and we beat ourselves up, and our parents' voice plays in our head, and the society's expectations play on us. So how are we going to celebrate ourselves? We are going to make ourselves a beautiful journal, and we are going to celebrate the smallest thing. This time, I did not lash out when I was so tempted to. You're going to write it. My cake came out amazing, even if I say so myself. And Ravisha, you'll take a printout, a small one. You're going to make a book, an album, and put the dates and your genuine feelings when you look at it, and you're going to be like, God, I'm a wonderful, amazing creator. You're going to celebrate your biggest and smallest of achievements. You're going to say to yourself, oh my God, I look cute today. And you're going to take a selfie or a whatever. I don't know how to take selfies or take printouts of pictures on my phone. But if you girls know how to do it, you're going to Facebook and Twitter, and doesn't matter what others think of that picture, it doesn't matter. You are going to celebrate yourself, your achievement, how you look, when you're feeling depressed and you still get up and brush your teeth and comb your hair and manage to get something done, you will, sorry, celebrate yourself. You're going to write about it, you're going to praise yourself. Meghna, if you say you in the same sentence as SRK, we are not friends anymore. You can think that, but you can't write that on my channel or say that to me. No, no, no. That's sacrilege. You broke my heart, Meghna. No. Oh my God, Lekha, you've been ignoring me. You didn't even see the reading I did for you. You disappeared on me. You ghosted me, and I'm in a drama mood today, so we are overacting. That's what we are doing today. We are overacting. How are you? Lekha, how are you? I'm going to start overacting on this channel because I love doing that. How is that, people? Can I? I'm waiting for your messages. Pausing. I need a sip of water. Hmm. We talked about true surrender, kind of getting over someone. We did talk about, and when I say someone, it could also indicate a dream, a goal, a job, a profession, a certain um, milestone in life that you wanted to reach. So you have to come back to the present. This is important. You have to come back to the present, look at your reality, and the reality includes you don't have that certain thing, and say, okay, what does that make me feel? Sit with those feelings, make the giant ball of releasing that energy, hand it over to God, and ask for a replacement. Not the same thing. Ask very open endedly, if I cannot have that, or if I cannot have that right now, please replace it with something else that makes me feel whatever you wish to feel: successful, loved, um, sovereign, self sufficient, rich, wealthy, prosperous. Replace. Also, when you are surrendering, you have to be aware that you'll have to keep doing it. Otherwise, your ego will make you feel it's the white flag surrender, not the I trust what is meant for me will come to me. You have to have a mental conversation every time till it becomes a part of your nature. There was something else I was going to say, and it just slipped my mind. Sorry. Um, Something about your June reading, if you don't mind, once you have touched on all your. Yes, yes, we'll do that. Right now, traveling back to Mumbai in train, so no proper net. Oh, Lekha, no, 2 months ago I had done a free reading for you. It's still on the channel. I've sent you the link on Insta as well. Everyone else has seen their readings. It has been hectic since a couple of months. I know, darling. That's why I did that reading for you. Okay. So, Ravisha, you can surely post your question. I'll come right back to it. And I've forgotten what I wanted to say about surrender. Let it come back to me. Yes. So then, when certain fears might come up, so here is an exercise that has helped me a lot. Ask yourself, so what's the worst that will happen? Oh my God, I will never get married. Write that down, and then underneath that, and yes, this needs to be done in writing because your answer will change every few months. Trust you me on this. Ask yourself, okay, my fear is I will never get married. I'll be alone. I'll be single all my life. Underneath that, you will write, so what's the worst that will happen? And write your answer. There will be keywords to help you with your inner work. It will usually come down to codependency, fear of being alone, dying alone, etc. what you think it's about usually is never the answer. It always comes down to being feeling rejected, feeling not good enough, and I've answered that today. You need to write this down. You do not lack anything, you are not missing anything. Men have to catch up, men need to grow up, men need to become modern, men need to respect women as individuals. Okay. Okay. Breakdown that we have done. Okay. I think for right now, I hope I've not missed out on anything important. There were some more topics in my head, but I didn't write it on my pad. So now, if it comes up, it comes up. No, all my readings, always, I might interpret it for love, or I might interpret it for life, career, money. It is to be taken. For example, I might have said, oh, you're going to hear from someone, and your aunt calls you. It's still accurate. It's about a relationship, someone who loves you, and the phone call came in. Or if I say, oh my God, there's going to be an offer coming your way, and if it is an order for you, Ravisha, or it is a job offer, or it is some other kind of message that your friend has sent you to meet up, you have to see. And that's why I say tarot readings always make sense when you rewatch it and say, oh, that happened, that happened, that happened, so that means this guidance is for me. And my readings are always timeless. So if it suddenly comes up in your news, your, what's it called, newsfeed, newsfeed, if it shows up, please watch it. There is something there that is going to make sense to you now. I read energies and not daily horoscopes. That's why I don't do daily horoscopes. I like to see a larger picture and how to get there. I don't like fear inducing. I don't like to say, oh, tumhara ye greh kharab chal raha hai and blah blah blah. I like to ask them what you need to heal or do or surrender to reach this wonderful thing. The universe is ready. For example, here is something the universe wants to give you. It's sitting here. How should my viewers reach this place and take it? That's always my intention whenever I do a reading. And we will be doing a reading today, of course. Oh dear, what happened to Lekha's mom? Was not ignoring you, dear. No, no, I know. My mom, oh God. I told you there's something going on with this mom energy and it bringing up all kind of childhood issues and fears, and loss of mother is such a big fear. And I, oh, we are going to pray. All of us are going to pray for you, Lekha, and may God give you strength and grace and courage to go through whatever is meant to happen. But at her age, I don't know. I don't, okay. We'll just pray for Lekha, all of us, please. um, Whenever we are saying our night prayer today. Oh, be careful of your mom and make sure she doesn't fall down. So many people have told me mothers and masis falling down, falling down, falling down, and I don't know what's going on. It's very triggering. And especially if you have a good relationship with your mom. And if you don't, oh my God, this is the time. I don't know why they're forcing us to deal with those issues. And just it's very triggering. I don't know what else to say about that topic right now. I don't want to start crying again. Legs, right? Meghna, I know you might not. It mightn't be against your religious beliefs, but if Shani Dev, is someone who affects our legs. So if she could go to, and I know Hindus will get all upset because women are not supposed to go and face a Shani statue, but I don't believe in that. And There's something called karwa tel, sarso, kachak sarso tel. Even if she can't pour it down herself, if you can ask your brother or someone, mm, anyone who's a male, your mother could go with them to a Shani temple. There's one very close to my house. Um, and they just on a Saturday pour the kadwa tel over Shani Dev's statue. That might really help her. Tell her to avoid wearing anything black for many months, for 6 9 months. She has to just stop wearing anything black completely. Okay. I don't even know where I'm looking, so if my angles are awkward, I'm very sorry, people. Uh, okay, let's talk about essential symptoms that you may be going through, or in the near future you will be going through. Heel pain, leg pain, calf pain. Yes, that has been going on. Stomach issues were in the recent past. What will be coming up is suddenly feeling lightheaded or dizzy, and you might think, oh, I'm weak, or I am anemic, or it has nothing to do with that. You have to do the making of the roots visualization as a meditation, as it don't just visualize 10 seconds and open your eyes. Do it ever so slowly. Visualize each root wrapping around the crystal towers of different colors. See the various colors climbing up the roots. See them entering all parts of your body. See your body releasing through other roots the dense black goop thingy, that is dense, that's toxic, that is accumulated and old and not needed, all that. So, uh, oh my God, I stopped eating egg and non-veg every time. In fact, you have to eat it. So now restart again. All right. Um, and the stomach purges lasted very long this time, and I thought it was just me, but it wasn't. It was pretty much everyone, and people were literally thinking they have upset tummies and stuff, but it wasn't. So it was weird. But there is some kind of upgrade happening, for which it is very required that you celebrate yourself. What was the second point, girls, I put on the telegram, and I said I'll talk about this when we go live? One was celebrate yourself, but there was a point one. Can you, someone please look at telegram? Soups, I really recommend tomato soup at this time. There's fever, cough, cold, all that also going around, and people think it's a flu or something, but it's not. It's again connected to the ascension. Those of us who have been pushing ourselves very, very much and forcing ourselves to do things even through exhaustion, God is really making us rest. Uh, Ravisha, break vows of lack. Thank you. I can always depend on you. Thank you so much. So now there is always, not always, we are experiencing lack in one or more aspects of our life. Do one thing, go on Google after this live and open what the astrological houses represent. A small cycle or a square will do. You just need to know the main mudda, main topics under those houses. For example, if fifth is about romance and flirting and etc., having fun, and that's where you are finding lack. Okay, so you have to now focus on and try, and maybe a lot of you are capable enough to remember, or it comes as a dream, or it comes as a, in a trance, or what you might call a daydream. A story might play out, unfortunately, you all are so far, I can't do past life or hypnosis sessions with you all. And the quantum healing that I was doing in the middle was really discharging me. But you can do it on your own, and you can listen to my guided meditations to put you in that ease, mindset. It's on my channel. There are two guided meditations at least right now. So you're going to focus on that house, and you're going to kind of visualize yourself as a tiny person going in. You're in that house, and that is now your terrain, and you're going to see where, if anything, is blocking you. It's all imagination. Yes, it's visualization, and that's how powerful it is. If you're going to say, for example, see a huge boulder. Oh, my the cloth here has this design, right? So I was showing you, and then I realized it's not on camera. So supposing that you visualize a path and you visualize a rock is blocking your sex life, for example, or your money, you are literally just going to pick it up and away and put it under. If it's a crystal that you're using to visualize or help you visualize, you're going to just wash it. Or if it is a pebble that you picked up from the road and whatever, so you're going to throw it literally. You're going to say, I remove this hurdle from this house of mine. Okay. And you are going to do affirmations. And I believe, Ravisha, you said 29th, that's 2 days later, is the new moon. So start doing this exercise today. Make your affirmation or find an affirmation that resonates with you to remove that lack. And many months ago or even years ago, I have sent you a huge thing about what you have to say aloud to break vows of lack and poverty and stuff. So use that if you can find it. It might be on my WhatsApp, that WhatsApp group that we used to have, and maybe share it amongst yourselves or whatever. Tag me on even Instagram if you want to. You take a screenshot or something so I can share it with others as well. And do it from today itself. And on the new moon, when you have done your rituals, your manifestation, your intention setting, you're going to say, now my soul is choosing to experience blah, 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 sexual, whatever, financial prosperity, easily, effortlessly, and joyfully from here on. Please rewind and note down these words and use this affirmation and do it for the next 6 months whenever you remember it. If you can, every day. Okay? Did I make sense? No one is saying anything. Comment, people. Did I answer Ravisha's question about, is it about money and relationship? I think I addressed it, right? Okay, so I'm sorry if that's loud. Okay, great. Neha just answered. I think there's a delay in the comments. Was looking for the affirmation simultaneously but can't find it. I'm sure you will find it, and I've shared it a couple of times. So in WhatsApp you can go to the media, and then there's the magnifying glass thing, and you can put in keywords and you might be able to find it. Also about one night stand. What about one night stand? I'm saying go ahead and do it. Lower your standard for just this one time for one night stand, not asking you to lower your standards for relationships and long term stuff. Okay, it's to break a pattern, that's all. Is there a delay when you're typing and your messages are showing up to me? I don't know what I've done with the settings. No, you're doing it with a very clear cut intention of breaking the pattern of being in lack. Everything is about intention, darling. And it's your body. You can do whatever. And you can protect your womb. I've taught you how to protect your womb. Making that inverted, visualizing like the shield and the bubble we make around ourselves, around your entire reproductive uh, inner self. And for the karma, you have to always, regardless who you are being involved with, you have to use the violet flame meditation every day and every time you get intimate, because you don't want to take on karma. Yeah. Oops. Messages for my viewers, my subscribers. Timestamp. Where's the time? Time 1 hour 35 minutes 9 seconds or 10 seconds when we start our reading. Yeah, don't worry. When you find it, we'll share it. Hopefully today. Reading for my viewers and subscribers. Oh yeah, I remember they had told me to. The question will be based on the image on of these cards. So we are just going to pull out. We'll see how much comes out in one shuffle, and that will be that question which of which the answer will come. They did tell me that. So and I really need help when I start posting, say, book reviews, and they're not really reviews, but what I'm recommending, I need to word it better and I need to stop making so many mistakes. Maybe it makes me more human and relatable, making mistakes. Um, and kitchen videos or recipe videos and all that fun stuff. Please help me reach certain numbers. I cannot do it without you. I really cannot. And I'm so bad. I don't know all these hashtags and how to. And self promotion is just something. Ask Meghna. She'll tell you how terrible a Leo feels about self promotion, contrary to what people believe. Topics and questions. Thank you. You are my community. Yes, you all are. Okay, so the first one is child. So, Meghna, I think your question is getting answered. It could be about those of you who are watching, doesn't mean it is not about you, but anyone who wants to get pregnant or is a mother, this may be pertaining to you, but for others, it may be pertaining to your inner child healing or your mother wound. Depending on what cards will come, we will see that. Message of concern. Okay, you can't, right? Can't self promote. Exactly. Oh, me too. I can't take selfies, and the few times I take, I'm like so awkward because I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah. So, some of you will see what the messages are about, and there is a false person around some of you. We will first do readings for these three, first starting with child. Again, it does not mean this is only for those who want to have a child or have a child. It could be pertaining to your inner child as well. Meghna, specifically for those of you trying to become a mom, you need to get your period or your menstrual cycle in sync, like heal it. You might be going through medication, or there might be some fruits or something herbal that you need to maybe take. You need to start offering water to the full moon, is what I'm hearing. You need to start doing, you have to offer something sweet, uh, a fire, something fire like a candle or a diya or something, and offer water every full moon and ask for your child. Uh, some of you have children in the spiritual realm, and you might be seeing them in your dream state, or they come and visit you when you're sleeping. So, for whatever reason, like your romance didn't work out or some other issue, that child could not be born here on this planet, but they are existing and they are growing. Each time you will see them aging more. So if you are seeing a child in your dreams, that's your spiritual child, and you need to name them. You need to, if you wish, you can continue having a wonderful relationship with them, you know. So the first few messages are that quite intense, if you ask me. Uh, Aw, you should, but you can keep the camera focused on the cake and your hands, you know. Mm. So, um, sorry. You have to also, for those of you desiring a child or you're having issues with your child or teenager or something, you need to also heal your mother wound from your mother's family side, or your issues with your fertility, your menstrual cycle, or in your life, because I'm hearing for so many people, it's all different for everyone, is coming from your mother's side of the family. And what you need to do is asked to be released from that generational line or passing on of physical diseases or menstrual cycle diseases or infertility or blockage to your relationship, unhappy relationship. You need to break away. And one of the ways of doing it is to not use their surname, okay? And there is a blessing coming towards you by from the universe. This can come in various ways for everyone, but what I'm hearing is you need to break out of your generational ancestral cycles. You're the something breaker, generational something breaker. You're breaking something from prior generations, okay? So let's find out message of concern. They may not be connected. All these readings might be all about different aspects of your lives. For what do you want to light the candle, love? This can be from a fire sign, not necessarily. It could be someone who's impulsive, who's hot and cold, very inconsistent person. It could be like someone who's like a player. And I'm hearing that they are not doing so well. They might need your help or something from you, but they are in their mind a lot. They could have been an argument with you, or they're mentally arguing with you. Wait, what? Okay, so what is this message of concern for my viewers? To remove curses, it's black. For protection while doing this can be a deep purple as well, but black works just fine. Um, for the baby, uh, you'll have to go to Mount Mary and you get specific candles for that, Meghna, from there. And you can buy two of them. One you offer to Mother Mary and one you bring home. And offer candle water to full moon? No, no. Light a candle, offer water and sweets. Something sweet like a mithai, chocolate, anything. Batasha, you know. Okay, so what is the message of concern? What is the message of concern? What is the message of concern? This is a soulmate. They are missing you. I'm tired of this message coming in. Our prior reading was also like this. Yeah, they're not doing so great in life. Some of them, I previously also I talked about this. They are juggling money. They are having to borrow money to pay their bills, etc. So they're not doing so great in life. They were juggling you and another person maybe, and now they are like, shit, I chose the wrong grass. They chose the wrong person. Yeah, they did. They were after money, wealth. They thought they were choosing money. They chose money and broke your heart. And now that has backfired on this person. Anything else with regards to this message of concern? They're going to apologize. And Ravisha, let's see if this card triggers a memory for you. And I did say in that particular reading, for some of you, an unexpected travel is going to come. It may not feel significant when you go on that travel, but something is drastically going to change after that visit. So, whenever this, and I had said it's going to happen in the summer season of this year, go back, watch that reading, people. Some of you, you're going to hear from this person an emotional message of some sort. Um, you could be a Leo, they could be a Leo. Um, they have, they might look older. If you meet this person, they might look much older than the very last time you saw them. They have been put through the ringer, going through dark night of the soul again and again and again. And the King of Pentacles came out reverse. They're not feeling stable. They are not doing well financially. They are still in a very selfish zone, or maybe not. They just want to, they want to find their grounding with you, because maybe you have been the one person who's been very steadfast, loyal, loving towards them. So who is this false person? It could be connected to this message of concern person. Yeah, now go and find that reading and watch it. So false person first is Page of Wands. Yeah, someone very juvenile, immature, very unfocused, wasting of time type of a person. You know, uh, it could be someone you invested a lot in, and now you feel it's a waste of time, of effort. You waited for a long time for this person to come back. You grieved and grieved and grieved. You really felt their loss. And but this person is false. Do not trust them. They will come to you for your stability, your emotional stability, or even ask you for monetary help. Say no. You are going to be doing so well. Your success, your finances, everything is being taken care of. Stop questioning it. Start trusting the universe. So, these were the first three questions we have answered. Whew. Now, let's see if there's any more questions. Some of you have not been feeling well and need to rest. Definitely me. Oh no, again the false person. Mice is someone who steals literally, or wastes your time, or steals your ideas, your resources. We've already seen this, universe, these two. Please, anything additional, any other topic? I told you, you cannot plan that trip. It has to happen when it's supposed to going to happen. It will fall in your lap. Told ya. Ooh, one turn, one turn. Expectations. So there's something about you guys as expectation. Most probably you'll be told, let it go, allow it to play out. There's communication coming in for some of you. Hopefully it's different from what we've already seen. Okay, it was, I don't know for who, but someone, they could literally be in prison or in jail or went to jail for someone out there. But for others, they are mentally stuck. Your person who's going to be sending you this message and is not sending you the message is because they're mentally stuck, but you're being warned. Anyway, they are false. You need to rest and heal from all the time, resource, whatever they stole from you. Okay, there's something about the family room and new gateways or opportunities coming. So let's quickly readings. We then do some chit chat with you, and we nearly at 2 hours. good. You should, from humans तो कभी expectation रखने ही नहीं चाहिए पहली बात. A recipe for hurt and disappointment is expecting anything from another human. Hey, my 6 people out here, please, please, those of you, there are 2 of you have not given me a thumbs up, please give it to me. I'll be so appreciative and grateful for your like. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when I go live suddenly, spontaneously, impulsively, because that's who I am. I'm quickly going through these 4 topics of questions or whatever, and so you can start sending me your comments or whatever you want to talk about, or we can just hang after these 4. Okay. So, what is the expectation? Expectation could be something you have really put in your effort. It could be from a job, money, compensation, recompensation, or you're sitting and waiting for something that you've really worked hard. Okay, so what about it, Spirit? Please say they're going to get it, please. Yeah, yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's the second time the Queen of Pentacles has come out. Sit pretty, do your stuff, stop waiting. You're not waiting, but a part of you is waiting. That's what's going on. And for some of you, you're waiting for a new love interest. It might be a Leo. I'm just saying. There's lions in so many cards today. It might be Aries, Sagittarius. Thank you for all your likes. I'm so grateful. And there might be a message of passion coming in, or you're waiting for that message. Don't wait. Don't wait. Waiting causes more delays. Last, anything for this waiting energy, expectation energy. You have to pay attention to your intuition, your dreams at this time. You have to trust. If your inside say, don't trust this person, or this message is from the one the reading said was the mouse or the false person, you have to trust. Your fear and intuition are 2 different things. Practice, so you know when it is your intuition talking or when it is your fears talking. Okay, so meditate every day, and especially this new moon. Set your intentions, girls. Set your intentions. So what is this message coming in? Message coming in, it looks like a letter, so it can be an email, a long text, it could be a DM, something like that. What is this message? What is this message? Oops. Okay, so someone who is always up in their head, so confused. So this person is going to send you an emotional message. They feel torn between they want to talk to you and they don't want to talk to you. It's going to be a passionate, sudden message that comes towards you. It could be a Sagittarius for a whole bunch of you. It could be a Taurus as well. Um, it could be from someone who you look up to, a mother figure, a boss, or a senior, a teacher, someone you really look up to is going to help you manifest that what you are. The moon cycles are very important, especially with regards to your pregnancy. There might be a report coming in with regards to your health if you've gone for any kind of checkup. Okay, the message is from someone who had walked away and broken your heart. You really felt betrayed from this person. You really are still grieving. You might say, I'm over it, I'm this and that. In the heart of your heart, you know you're still grieving this person. And what they're going to do is give you clarity. I'm not saying this, they are going to come back to you or anything, but the thing that you were not understanding about, but why, or something, or wanting a closure, you're going to understand it on your own. And that's why they're saying pay attention to your intuition. Someone has been, like I said, going through dark night of the soul again and again and again. because they have just not been willing to listen and not willing to awaken. They have been shown better, they've been told, they have not been listening. So they went through hell and back. So now we are checking for family room. This could have something to do with your immediate family or something that's about to take place in your home. What I'm seeing significantly is blue walls, expensive carpeting. One or all of these are indicators that it's a message for you. A living room that has windows with beautiful drapes. Someone who's fond of putting paintings or is a painter and artist who loves inviting people home for tea, tea time, that kind. Okay. So there might be a visitor coming to you, maybe to stay for some time, or you're waiting to get a move. You might be wanting to travel somewhere. Um, but what does that have to do with the family? You might need some courage to tell your parents you want to go on a solo trip or something like that. Again, it could be something to do with a Leo family member, Leo and Aries. I'm seeing it over here. There is travel. For some of you, there is going to be a family buying a new vehicle, a car or something that you've been waiting for, upgrading to something new. There might be a Libran involved. Some of you might be getting justice in the form or getting the keys to your house, something to do with a house. Mm, if your family was treating you unfairly, they are getting their karma for it. Don't we all, Nia? Let's make a girl group and go. Yeah, someone was a lot in their ego in your family, and they are going to get their karma. Um, at this time, they have a little time gap of 3 months or something. If they recognize their mistake and they set things right, Saturn will go easy on them. But otherwise, when Saturn goes direct, there's bad karma coming for that person. It could be a person who was trying to manipulate you, pull your puppet strings, or who was trying to make you feel small. It could be someone who's addicted to substances, alcohol or something, or very very egoistical, someone very narcissistic. All that has been brought to a halt by the universe. No more, this will not happen again. Okay. That's so funny. Oh, that's amazing. It doesn't get you anything and it just gets you being misunderstood, right? So, what are the new option, direction, or gateway opening for you guys? What is this choice in direction, pathway, or gateways opening up? Okay. So, some of you are, you have a choice between staying single and very prosperous versus a traditional arranged marriage. That's what I'm hearing. You have a choice to live your life on your terms, but being single or getting into an arranged marriage. The choice will be given to you. For some of you, if you're going to wait, it's your soulmate and a dream come true. It's a wish being granted. The doorway to your wish is being opened right here, right now. And regardless of what you choose, based on your intuition, on your inner guidance, it's going to be correct for you. Regardless, you're going to do very well financially, and it will feel like a dream or wish being granted. Regardless of what you choose, there's no wrong choice here, there are no wrong answers. Amen. Any final words for my beautiful, beautiful subscribers and viewers who are really going to help me get new subscribers. Are you not? Are you not? Please, pretty please, with cherry on top. I beg you. Help. Please help. Okay, so final message is there's a message coming in from someone who, to keep peace or to try and get away from something, lied to you or cheated you or just ghosted you and went away. And now they are going to see you prosper, celebrate, having fun. You are going to see the rewards of what you've been so patient, the seeds that you have planted, and they are going to get their karma. Yep, they want to come back. Somebody wants to come back. They always do. Trust you me, they always do. And then they're too cowardly too because they have to say sorry and they have to make amends and they don't want to do all that hard work, do they? Do they? They want us to just roll over and say, oh, welcome. Nope, we don't do that anymore, do we? We learned self respect, we learned self love, and we learned to value ourselves and have a healthy self esteem. So, we are not going to just take people back because they are like, oh, yeah, it happened because. And they don't even say sorry. They're so annoying. They don't even mean the apology, first of all. They're like, oh, well, so what choice did I have? Stop making excuses. You want to come back? At least eat the humble pie and apologize properly. Like the least you could do. Right? Right? Yep. So, girls, what are we talking about now? Or are we ending the live stream for today? And you remember, you have to comment down below and give me suggestions and ideas for things, content, your questions to the Hi Bestie. Good. So proud of you. And if they change, they can come back, right? Some of you are not paying enough attention to your professional life because of other reasons, but now you are being asked to slowly bring back your attention and focus to your career and focus on it right now, from now on, for some time. Sure. Yeah. So be careful. There's someone around you who's not your well wisher, who's not trustworthy, okay? Just be very careful. Not everyone who pretends to love you actually does. And see, bottom of the deck is false person again. I'm losing my voice too. But I missed you guys so much that I don't feel like going also. Yeah, trust yourself, Ravisha. You know yourself. You know I trust you and I know that you have paid attention. Earlier, if you didn't know how to test someone, you didn't know. But now you do. And I know that you're a good student too. So, not just an explanation, they need to give more, invest more, and make a choice. Just because we were okay with them, maybe juggling two people or two situations, no, that was earlier. They don't get the same perks back the second time round, right? Yeah, it could be because the Libra card did come out. I can't say for sure. Please rewatch the tarot part of it, and they're definitely specific messages for each of you. You'll know which one is for you. You will. Someone is definitely going on a journey, and it's quite important. Is there any other topic we want to talk about? There were some questions and stuff. And when do you want to do getting to know me wala live, or we can be funny about things? Go, Goa, gone. Go, Goa, gone. Go, girl, go. What was that? Gone, girl. Go to Goa, gone, girl. Oh. Oh, did you catch that stream of light that's coming on me? Ah, some angelic presence is here. Please pray for me. Please help me with all the delays and all, just one tiny bit is left, and this things just, it's been delayed for 1.5 months now, and I've been very patient. I've been doing all, and I just want this renovation to be done so I can put everything back in its place, and I can share things with you guys, and I can do more videos and lives and everything, in a very consistent manner. I really want our channel and community to grow. Please pray, send me good energies, good vibes, please. And if you're watching this on, so I love you all so very much, and I will wait for your comments. And that reading is there. The last one is for you. And if you haven't watched the previous reading, please watch that. I love you all so, so, so much, and good energy, all of you. Wanted to get started. I love you too. You're so welcome. Send me your questions on Telegram, DM me, what have you. Okay, we're going to help you. We're going to do some lives as well. I'm going to get you all on as my guests. You're welcome, Meghna. Love you. Love all of you. Thank you for being here. God bless you all. Bye.